You're all very welcome on behalf of the Kerry Labour Party here this evening and for the weekend. My first memory of a Labour Party convention in Kerry was the winter of 1989. And at that time, Guns N' Roses, the band, were at the height of their powers. But the hottest ticket in Ireland at that time was actually a ticket to Bread and Roses conference in the Brandon Hotel. And I think Deputy Stagg will remember that one particularly well. It was no... It was called the Battle of the Brandon. And I have a little health warning for Deputy Stagg. Some Kerry people don't forgive and forget as easily as I do. And the Bambi protection of the stag deer is going on at the moment. But if you're to take a walk in the National Park outside our door, I'd suggest you still wear a hard hat while doing so. The history of the Labour Party in Kerry is a very proud one. And I do so as being a member of the party, being involved since I was able to put leaflets indoors. But I remember the 1989 conference as a precursor to the 1992 election. There were a lot of people arguing, there was a lot of internal wrangling going on, there was a lot of philosophies being debated, but it made the party better and it served it well in the next general election. The history of our own party here in Kerry, if one was to look back at the much lamented Con Houlihan, who was passed on, who was a member. Con came from not too far away from here. And he said that in 1943, when my late grandfather, Dan Spring, canvassed, many of the existing larger parties decided that this was a threat to their being because it had a philosophy. Therefore, they decided to call us communists. And I have heard stories since I was kids of places like Knocknagoshel, where they were told that they were communists and there were stones thrown at them. People like Michael Moynihan and those that followed, Dick Spring and Brina Moynihan Cronin. These people have fought for a philosophy, for a social ideology that they believe in, and their society and their people have benefited. I look at the people here tonight and I say that you're the defenders of democracy. You're the defenders of the philosophy that we believe in, and we do so in a very robust way in this party. But it's imperative that we come in here, we debate, we look to the issues of the day. And it's very fitting that we have the great, beautiful Carrauntoohil behind us, the highest mountain in the country, because the last 2.5 years have been a little bit like Carrauntoohil for those of us that are elected representatives and members of the Labour Party. It has been tough. It has been very difficult. The pace has been fast and furious, and sometimes people have questioned whether or not they want to stick with it. But when you get to the top of Carrauntoohil, you see the land that is benefiting from what you're achieving. And I have no doubt in my mind that what we are doing is something that we can be proud of. In the long term, Ireland has been served better. We can ask ourselves questions about, for example, would the minimum wage have been reversed with immediate effect? Would you have seen the USC affecting 300,000 people being reversed immediately? 58,000 jobs, additional jobs created this year. GP care for every child under 6 years of age in the country. I'm proud of that, and I think you should be proud of that too. Some of the more prominent members of our coalition partners had said that we needed a second bailout. Not only did we renegotiate the terms of the bailout, but we've also got to the position where we're saying goodbye to the Troika on the 15th of December. That's the power and the goodwill that we have created as a country. And our leader has done a good job, and our members have done a good job. But as backbenchers, we have taken an awful lot of difficult choices. We're proud of who we are, we're proud to be here, and I think that the next 2.5 years are going to be a better 2.5 years for the Labour Party. The poll that came out last weekend shows you that the Irish people know what right from wrong is. We're up to 12% according to that poll. The last local elections we were at 13.8%. That's what we need to achieve over the coming months. The purpose of Ireland has been put first, and the Labour Party has always done that. We will keep doing that, and as long as we keep leaving our own conferences, such as Sunday afternoon, as a united group of people, Kerry will be served well, the Labour Party will be served well, and Ireland will be served well. The last thing I can say to you is, like my good colleague Senator Marie Maloney and my councillors, the councillors of the Labour Party I should say, we are of the opinion that Kerry is the best tourist destination in the country. And as you noticed, there is a fantastic security system here. And because so few protesters have shown up here this evening and tomorrow, the spend won't be as high, and the people of Killarney and Kerry are not happy about that, all right? So on leaving here, the security guards are going to turn you upside down and make sure that you've spent every penny that you brought with you in Killarney and Kerry. So let's have a good philosophical debate about what the ideology behind the Labour Party is, and let's also enjoy ourselves and have a good time. And friends and colleagues, I recommend that we have a good conference in Kerry. Thank you. Welcome.